All right, I'm going to briefly introduce and walk you through how to use the local SEO assistant Chrome plugin by Athens Marketing. So here you can see I started with a Google search for Dallas electrician. Let's click on this one. Now let's open up the plugin. So basically the idea of the plugin is it's just supposed to make your on-page SEO a lot more efficient. You know, whether this is your site or a client site and you're trying to optimize it, or you are doing some due diligence on competitors so that you can outrank them, this is going to make all of those things a lot simpler. We developed this for internal use, but it was so good that we decided to make it public on the Chrome Web Store. So to start off, you can see we land in this overview tab. All this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. It's going to give you information about the page title, the meta description, word count, what the site was built with. You can see this one was built in WordPress with Elementor specifically. It's going to give you a bunch of information about the indexability and the sitemap and the robots.txt, the canonical, and the page load time. Now, if you're a beginner, you may not know what a lot of these things are. I recommend just looking them up. The point of this video is not to explain SEO, it's just to teach you how to use this plugin. So I'm going to get through all this pretty quickly. Next, we're going to get information about the H tags. You can see what what order the tags are, what the actual text is. It's going to give you some information about best practices for your H tags, as well as the ability to copy all of them. Next is some information about the keywords on the page. So you can type in a keyword. Let's type in electrician, and you will see where it occurs on the page, as well as the density and things like that. And you're also going to see the readability of the page. This is going to be something that's a lot more important for your conversions, probably not necessarily for your SEO, but getting things to convert is arguably just as important as getting discovered. Next, we're going to get information about the links on the page, and this is the links on the page, not the links going to the page. We will see, first we're going to get the the external links, as well as see where they are on the page. We can see here it tells us that they are in the body, as well as the internal links. And here it's only going to give us the internal links in the body. Next, we're going to get a bunch of information about the images. This is probably a bit too much for me to go through, so I recommend just digging into this. It's a lot of information. A lot of it you probably don't need, unless you're in something that's just extremely competitive. But I think it is good information to have. The alt text, that's a pretty basic one. You're also going to know what format the images are in, as well as whether or not they have a width height attribute. Next thing we're going to see is the schema on the page. Again, if you don't know a lot about schema, I recommend just looking it up. It's, in my opinion, it's pretty important, but again, opinions vary. I think it's quite important, and I recommend you understand it. We're going to get information about the open graph tags and the Twitter card tags. Twitter card tags I don't think are super important. Even open graph tags, probably not going to make or break rankings for most sites, but it's still good to have it there. Mainly because sometimes when you're building a site, you'll just get some really weird stuff to show up here, and you don't want that showing up on your site. So this one looks quite clean. And oh, here, wow. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Google Business Profile is in the schema here. I guess whoever did this knows a thing or two. So the plugin will search the schema for a Google Business Profile with a CID link, and if it finds one, it will put the link here. We can click on the link. It will take us to their Google Business Profile, and then if we open up the plugin again, it will show us a little bit of different information since we are on a GBP page, such as the name, address, phone number, category, whether it's a location business or a service area business. Again, there's the CID link again as well. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Hopefully you find this plugin useful.